Welcome to the QMS channel. My name is Tracy Ryan, and today I'm going to talk about 3 reasons why your organization might not be certified in the audit. Before you start, do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this content with that person who is about to go through an audit. This video could be the difference between securing certification or having to deal with a follow-up afterwards. Now, let's get straight to the point. What are the most common mistakes that can prevent your company from becoming certified? First, not carrying out an internal audit. It may sound basic, but you'd be surprised how many companies arrive for their certification audit without having carried out an internal audit beforehand. And this is a serious problem, because the PDCA cycle, plan, do, check, act, simply hasn't worked. Why does this prevent certification? If the internal audit has not been carried out, it means that no one has reviewed the system, no one has identified faults, no one has validated the processes. In other words, the company arrives at the certification audit without having tested the system itself, and then, when the auditor goes to assess it, he realizes that this essential step has been missed. What happens then? If the internal audit has not been carried out, a major nonconformity will be issued, and certification will not be recommended at that time. What does the company need to do? Carry out the internal audit as soon as possible. Draw up an action plan to ensure that it doesn't happen again. Create a schedule and an internal procedure to ensure that the audit is carried out regularly. In other words, don't skip this step. If the internal audit isn't carried out, certification won't happen. Second, no critical analysis by management. This is another problem that can jeopardize your company's certification. The management review is a requirement in all ISO management system standards. This is an essential event for the company's leadership, evaluates the results of the management system, analyzes indicators and audit data, defines necessary improvements and adjustments. If this analysis has not been carried out or does not have adequate records, there is no way for the auditor to validate this requirement. What happens then? As with the internal audit, if the critical analysis by management is not carried out, a major nonconformity will be issued and certification will not be recommended. The company will then have to carry out the critical analysis with senior management as soon as possible. Document the results of this analysis. Create an internal process to ensure that this is done periodically. In other words, don't leave this stage to the last minute. The critical analysis must be carried out and documented before the certification audit. Third, lack of employee engagement. This is a problem that can compromise the entire structure of the management system. If employees aren't engaged, if senior management isn't involved, if processes aren't followed on a day-to-day basis, the management system doesn't really work. And the auditor realizes this immediately. Why does this prevent certification? Because engagement is present in all aspects of the management system. It has an impact. Internal audits, critical analysis by management, filling in and monitoring indicators, employee participation in continuous improvement. If employees don't know the management system, don't know the basic procedures, and don't understand the importance of certification, this will be evident during the audit. How can this problem be avoided? Engage senior management by showing how the management system impacts costs and revenues. Promote constant training to keep the team up to date. Create internal communications, quizzes, and campaigns to reinforce the importance of certification. Demonstrate the value of quality in everyday life, not just as a regulatory requirement. If people aren't involved, the management system just becomes paper, and a system that only exists on paper won't pass the audit. So, to recap, the 3 main reasons that can prevent your company from being certified are: no internal audit. If the system has not been reviewed, there is no way of validating compliance. No critical analysis by management. If senior management has not evaluated the results, the system is not complete. Lack of employee engagement. If no one is involved, certification won't hold up in practice. Now tell me, Have you ever been in a situation like this? Have any of these risks appeared in your company? Comment below and share your experience. And before you leave, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive more content like this. See you next time.